Start collecting contractor phone numbers, people that you've worked with. You're going to be happy in the long run. Hey there, property leaders. Former United States Army Sergeant Anthony Russell here, and today we have another reaction video of a trashed rental property. So today's video is actually pretty old. I want to say it's like 9 years old. This video, even though it's a decade old, it's still something you could see. So let's take a look at it here.
About to take a look at my property that has, according to Carlo and James, been seriously screwed by my tenants.
In the description, he says that they had already started doing the repairs in the living room, so the living room doesn't look quite as bad as the rest of the house.
This is the main floor, and we're just having it repainted and everything. Take a look at the basement.
Yeah, this all looks really good. I don't know how much time he's put into that, but that downstairs looks pretty good already.
This is their idea.
That's really dangerous.
How you utilize basements.
So you want to make sure that you're getting into your rental properties regularly and just doing walkthroughs. I mean, maybe once every 6 months or once a year, walk through every property. If it's, buttoned up like this where it's hard to get into, just do it once every 6 months or once every year if you don't have a lot of maintenance calls, just to make sure that shit like this isn't going on. Because if they're stacking stuff like this, that means that it's piling up against the furnace, and that could absolutely be a fire hazard.
Either the same guy's sending me emails or asking me about their security deposits.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that this is probably nothing compared to about what we're about to see.
Yeah, I've had people trash properties and ask for deposits back. It's actually pretty funny.
The crack.
I think that's just
Not
from...
necessarily them.
Yeah, I don't think that's from the tenants.
I wasn't thinking at first, but it could be, just because the bathroom directly above this one.
I don't think so.
Not leaking, but just take a look at it.
That, honestly, that just looks like normal wear and tear to a ceiling. Sometimes that happens. This carpet needs replaced. Regardless if the tenants did this or not, this carpet, that's pretty gross. That needs ripped up and replaced. It looks like a cheaper carpet. This is what you can expect when you put cheaper carpet in your units. It's not going to last long, I don't put amazing carpet in mine either, but I also don't put garbage.
Like animals.
So he says in the description that the downstairs have been painted already, but this upstairs does not look bad. Yeah, and they left you an AC unit. Those AC units are nice. Whenever I have people leave things like that behind, whenever I have people leave things like that behind, I always leave it for the next tenant. It's like a selling point. I'll clean up the apartment and I'll throw the AC units, the window units and stuff behind. They left behind. I'll throw them in a closet and leave for the next tenant.
Okay.
It's been off since you told me that. It's been off.
Right. Especially since that window's wide open.
Yeah.
Was it open the whole time?
In here, we're looking at the bathroom. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, the toilet's in one piece. The cabinets are in one piece. You don't have any cigarette burns around the sink. That's usually pretty common, so be happy you don't have that.
Was that window open the whole time?
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Once again, everything in here looks pretty good.
The least bad.
Yeah. I think this was Chris's room because that has that dog.
Yeah.
Nothing really bad in here. Walls look like they're in good condition. Paint looks like it's in good condition. Once again, the carpet needs replaced, but that's just kind of what you're going to get when you have long-term tenants.
Smell.
Which they weren't supposed to have pets.
He said that the bedroom has a dog smell and they weren't supposed to have pets. Your tenants are going to lie to you about pets. You need to be getting into your apartments and holding their feet to the fire. Like if you say that they need to have a pet deposit or that they need to pay some type of pet fee or whatever, you need to be checking up on them, because they're not gonna be honest with you a lot of times about that stuff.
You can see they actually did a pretty good job painting.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they had the tenants paint. It sounds like they had the tenants paint before the tenants left. I've had tenants do that. That is a risky game, my friend. That is a risky game. I had a tenant paint once, and they painted the hallway dark purple. So yeah, that's a risky game to play.
This is the shit.
Make sure if you're gonna have tenants paint that you have them paint it back to a neutral color. This color that they had in here is pretty good.
Look at this shit.
Can't see if there's cigarette burns on there. So fun fact, if you have cigarette burns or or not cigarette. Well, I guess they could be cigarette burns and curling iron burns on your sink. A lot of tenants do this. They'll leave like their curling iron up here, and it leaves burn marks on these sinks, or they'll leave a cigarette butt up here while they're doing their hair, and it burns the sink. You can get that off if you take these little sanding blocks from Lowe's, like trying to explain it. If you patch a hole in a wall, if you take one of those with a really fine grain, and you just use it on that one spot where the cigarette burn is on the sink, you'll take it right off, and there's no scratch marks or anything. At least there wasn't for me. So, you know, your mileage may vary. Try it on something try it in an inconspicuous spot. But when I did that, it worked really, really well. This bathroom just needs cleaned. It doesn't look crazy. I got a video coming. We're going to be doing a rehab this month, and I'm going to be doing some painting of a bathtub, and I want to show you a trick that I found for painting bathtubs. So that'll be in a future video.
It's like they've never cleaned a bathroom once in their whole history.
Yeah. I've had tenants like that. That's pretty gross.
Got it.
Bathroom cleaning sucks, but yeah, you got to do it.
This is on its way up to the top.
Here we go. Here comes the good part.
Yep.
Nice hole. This place honestly does not look that bad. I know that this seems bad, but I don't really think this is that bad. Just get a crew in here to clean this out. I mean, so what we're looking at, honestly, is cosmetic work. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Like the structure of the house seems fine. 99% of the walls are fine. The cabinets were fine. All the fixtures seem fine. That's the important stuff. Like all this dirt and trash and stuff. This is like a one-day job to clean this out of here. You just hire a crew of guys, come in here and clean this out. Hire another crew of guys to do the painting. It's really not as much work as a lot of people make it out to be. Work or money.
This must be when they got arrested. Because there's a bunch of soil.
He was saying that they were growing weed up here or something.
Must have uprooted everything.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But even still.
It might have just like been mostly cops throwing away the trash.
Yeah, I think he put in the description that they were growing weed up here or something, and they got raided.
You know, it's not nearly as hot up here as I would have thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, not that bad.
Yeah, but the AC's not even on.
You clean most of this trash out of here, and then you roll the rest of that shit up in that carpet. The room's gonna look night and day. It just looks messy. See what else he's got here. I think that's the majority of this stuff. So I think what it comes down to is a lot of people, when they have these rental cleanouts, they see all the trash and they think that it's going to cost them thousands of dollars and days and days of work and lots of missed rent. It doesn't usually. You just need to have a plan in place. You need to have a crew in place. So if you want to be prepared for these types of things, then have a person that you call to move your trash out. Like I have a person on speed dial. His name is Larry, and he's marked as Larry, my trash hauling guy, in my phone. And whenever I have issues like this, I call him up, and I don't even call him. I just shoot him a text. I say, "Hey, dude, I got work for you," and he'll say, "What do you have?" And I take a picture of it, and I send it to him, and he'll give me a quote right over the phone. He'll say, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be $100 or $200 or whatever." And I say, "Great, here's where it is," and I shoot him a text, and if I put it on the curb, he'll just come by, pick it up, and carry it away. And then I shoot him money through PayPal, or if it's in a unit, a lot of times I'll leave like a lockbox on the door that he can get a key out of and go in and do. Like I don't even have to make contact with the guy. It's very quick, very easy. Just get some good people on your crew, and it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of heartache. Same thing with the painter. I've got a painter on call. I've got a carpet guy on call. And when I say on call, I mean just contractors that I've worked with over the years that I keep their numbers. Start collecting contractor phone numbers, people that you've worked with, and you're going to be happy in the long run when stuff like this happens, because it's just going to be super easy to fix. All right, property leaders, I hope you learned something today. Get out into those buildings, find something to fix. Hello? If you would take a moment to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Also, check out my book, Leadership for Landlords, now available on Amazon.